Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's video. A video that almost didn't happen because the struggle is real, as the kids say. So, I struggled this week to make photos. I even went out not one time, but two times to go out and try and do some street photos. And I just wasn't feeling it. I'll share the photos with you at the end here today in a slideshow format, as I usually do. But I wanted to talk a little bit about my struggles and what I think's going on, and share a little bit about those thoughts. So, first of all, part of the reason I'm making this video is one of the things I hope to do in creating videos is to encourage you to go out and make photos. And sometimes it's easy in YouTube land to see all the videos that get produced and forget that sometimes or oftentimes you don't get to see all the things that we don't show you. Yeah, when we don't succeed, we probably don't share with you that. So I wanted to share with you these struggles today. So I'll share a little bit of the context as well, some thoughts on that, and hopefully you can kind of relate and understand. And also, I hope it helps you know that sometimes there's going to be days you go out and you're just not feeling it, and that's okay. So, personally, for me, what's going on is I went out on Monday of this week to Kirkland, downtown Kirkland, where there's a waterfront area. I was looking forward to being a little bit more in nature than so urban, as I am often in Bellevue. But it was a super cloudy day. I was tired, so I just wasn't really feeling it. I kind of went through the motions. I found some things. I found some seagulls. I decided to practice a little bit on using my XH2S, see how I can do with birds in flight. I feel like I had pretty good success in birds in flight, autofocus with the XH2S and the 70 to 300. You'll see a couple photos of that. But other than that, there's a couple photos I like in here, but most of them, if I wasn't making this video, they may not ever see the light of day. So something to be aware of. So I was thinking, well, I'm just not going to make a video this week. And then the weather turned today to really, really sunny. It's Wednesday that I'm recording this. And so I decided, let's go to Redmond, another smaller town here on the east side, where Microsoft has its headquarters, not in this downtown part that I went to, kind of the old town. So I walked around there. And again, I wasn't feeling it. So as I mentioned in last week's video, one of the benefits there's lots of benefits to going to the same location lots of times for street photography and other photography. But I realized another one I didn't really mention is when you visit new places, you feel like a guest. So I feel like I'm sticking out. I feel more conspicuous. I feel like I don't know the language visually. I don't know the locations, all that stuff. So I think that's a little bit why I struggled photographically, although I did hit a little bit of a stride at this little downtown park area where it has some cool structures and there were some people, but I do want to respect their privacy. So you're going to see backs of people and there's lots of little kids, so got to be careful there as well. Anyway, it's kind of a long way of saying, these photos are not my favorite. There's a couple in here also that I like, but I wanted to be honest and open with you and saying, this is what it looks like when I struggle. This is what it looks like when I don't feel like I'm having great success at creating photos. I'm not really enjoying the process. I'm somewhat going through the motions. But even in doing that, I think that's a good thing. I know I'm really privileged in that I get to go create photos almost any time I want within my schedule that allows it. So I want to acknowledge that, and also acknowledge that just because I can, sometimes I choose not to as well. So there's all of that. It's complicated, this creating thing. So I hope you find that a little helpful. Hope you, hear in this that we're all in this together. There's no one way to do this. The photos you're going to see are not typical street photos by a long shot, but I'm okay with that. I had fun creating it. Got a new pair of tennis shoes along the way too, so I'll keep my feet comfy. So that's some thoughts on the video that almost didn't happen. So I hope you feel comfortable living in and leaning into those days where you're just not feeling it. That's quite all right. You're not alone. It happens quite often. We may not see it on social media. We may not see it on YouTube. We may not see it hanging on the walls of galleries or in photo books, but That's the reality of those of us that create. So I hope that's helpful. If you have thoughts, comments, experiences you'd like to share, I'd really enjoy that conversation if you leave it in the comments down below. If you think someone in your life could benefit from this video, if you would share that with them, I'd really appreciate that, and I hope they find it helpful as well. Coming up soon in a video, I'm not exactly sure when, but I've got a new lens to share with you. It's the TT Artisan 27mm 2.8. That'll be coming up soon, so stay tuned for this $139 pancake lens for Fujifilm. So coming soon. Not exactly sure when. Anyway, photos coming up, slideshow with POV videos as well. So I hope you enjoy that, and I hope also that you stay safe, stay well, and have fun creating photos, and enjoy these photos.